No need for a big introduction. I'm good with that. Thank you guys for hanging out, staying in here, hanging out with us. You made it this far. Congratulations. Each one of you get 2 beers on your tab on me. Don't worry about it. Thank you guys for hanging out here and helping me keep my dreams alive. Staying unemployed. Thank you. It's been a hard job. I had a rough week. I actually had my identity stolen. That isn't even the bad part. The bad part is that they sent it back. With a letter that said, after further review, the 3 major credit bureaus, we're sorry to have to deny the theft of your identity. I think that's pretty much when you know you hit rock bottom. But I think when someone steals someone's identity, the owner of that identity should have the option of taking it back or making them keep it. Because I would make them keep it. Say, no, I didn't choose it, you did, and you better pay that child support, you deadbeat dad. Yeah, start a whole new life right now. As a kid, though, when you grew up, you didn't have to worry about jobs or child support or nothing like that. All you really had to worry about was being home by the time the street lights came on. That was it. That was your only responsibility. And for me, if I was 1 minute late, I got my ass spanked. My dad was waiting at the door with his belt. There was no questions why I was late. He didn't care. If I would have came in and said, Dad, I got hit by a car on my way home, he would have said, son, should have got hit by that car 15 minutes earlier. Get your butt home on time. I would have got my ass spanked. These kids today are out of control. They have timeout. Oh, it's timeout. And the counting thing gets me when the parents go, stop, Joel. Okay, I'm going to count to 3. Really? You know what that 3 seconds is? That's 3 seconds to continue doing what you're not supposed to be doing, and you better be done in 3 seconds. You know how much crap I could have messed up in 3 more seconds? A lot. And you know what I would have given for a timeout as a kid? My sister's life. Oh yeah. I would have thrown her under the bus any day of the week for a timeout. If my dad would have came to me and said, son, you can either get your butt whooped, or you can have a timeout. What's a timeout? Well, that's where you stand in the corner for 10 minutes. I'd be like, you're up to something, dude. You better just whoop my butt, because I don't know what's at the other end of that rainbow, but it ain't going to be me. It's crazy, these kids today. And now, if you touch them, they call CPS. My daughter said, Dad, you lay a finger on me and I will call CPS. I said, dead kids can't call CPS. How you like me now? I try to teach my kids the right way about life, and when they get old enough that they can make their own decisions, they can do whatever they want to do. I'm driving around one day and I hear my oldest daughter in the back say, oh my God, OMG. And I go, what did you just say? And she said, oh my God, OMG. And I said, honey, you can't say that. She said, why not? I said, because it's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not use God's name in vain. She said, well, what am I supposed to say? I don't know, what would Jesus say? So I hear the kids playing in the house one day and I hear, OMD, huh? I go, what is OMD? She goes, oh my dad. That's what Jesus would say. Smart ass. It's crazy though, as a kid, man, you fall down, scrape your knee, 3 days later it was all healed. It was like a superhero power. As an adult, you fall down and scrape your knee, you need a skin graft, 6 months of rehab, and you'll never walk the same. It sucks. And then as you grow up, you get married, and when you get married, then the fizzle wears out of that relationship, and you have to come up with date night to keep the spunk in a relationship. My ex-wife, she was a freak. She wouldn't even settle for date night. We had to have date rape night. We lived in an apartment. I'd go around the back, crawl in the window and do my thing and crawl back out. And I thought I was doing good for a couple days until I found out I was crawling in the wrong window. Needless to say, I got a divorce and moved in with the neighbor. And then he wanted a commitment. That's where I draw the line. I don't know if you guys heard this, but they don't have gay farmers in San Francisco. Have you guys heard this? They just have Jolly Ranchers. Suck one. Good, I didn't know if I could wait any longer. It's wrong, it's wrong. I wasn't always a comedian, obviously. This isn't like a job I chose. It isn't like a career that was planned out. As a kid, they would ask you, what do you want to do with your life? And you go, I want to be a fireman. Or I want to be an astronaut. Never heard one kid say, I want to be a comedian. The career counselor would say, you need to set your goals a little higher or you might actually be able to reach them. So comedian was not my thing. I actually was a professional job hunter. I wasn't very good at that. And where I failed was always in the interview process. When they would ask me, they'd say, how do you feel about doing a drug test? I'd say, sure, what do you got? I never had anything. I'm like, you're selfish. Yeah, it's not right, it's not right. But I love being a comedian. This is the only place I get to actually get up here and rip on everybody I know and tell people about my life, and they laugh at it. And then I go home and cry for a week. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all good. Getting older sucks though. As you get older, I just had a birthday, and getting older sucks because you get hurt for nothing. I'm like walking around at work. Hey guys, what's going on, man? They're like, man, what happened? You get in an accident or something? I'm like, no, I tied my shoes and pulled a muscle on my back. Or you're driving your car and you look over your shoulder like, oh shit, just pulled a muscle on my neck. So you're like this all day. It sucks. And the bad part about that is that we forget everything. We lose our memory. I don't even know how many times in a day I'm walking around my house, I'm going, I gotta write this down before I forget. I gotta write this down before I forget. I get to the pen and paper and go, what was I gonna write down? I got the cleanest notepad you ever seen. It sucks. But the bad part about that is that we always forget the important things, the things that we tell ourselves, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. I forgot. But we remember the things that we should forget. Like when I was a kid, I grew up on a farm. I would like to forget about the time that my parents let me milk our bull. It takes all day, folks, to get a little bit of milk out of that. And it's actually kind of more of a creamer. Just saying. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that's probably the reason I don't like milk. Or beef stroganoff. But I also like to forget about the time I got pulled over in California, and a cop comes up to the car and he says, can I see your driver's license? And I hand it to him. He goes, oh, you're from Arizona. He goes, are you a native? I said, no, man, I'm Caucasian. It should say that right there. He said, I'm going to ask you a question. Don't lie to me. He said, have you had anything to drink today? I said, yes. I said, what have you had? I said, I had 2 waters earlier and I got a Dr. Pepper right here. He said, if I search your vehicle, am I going to find anything illegal? I said, no, sir. Everything is paid for. Even the drugs. He said, how would you like to go to jail tonight? I said, oh, tonight's not good. I got to work tomorrow. But thanks for asking. Catch me on a Friday. Maybe we can work it out. He goes, you're a real freaking smartass. He goes, what do you think, you're a freaking comedian? Yes, I do. And that's my time, folks. I'm Joel Cooper. Thank you guys very much.